Well, here we are. One patch of snow left, but that means everything is melted and the ground is mush. So let's get to our spot, and today I'm thinking we do an inspired build. Let's get to it. Okay, so before we get too far down the trail, big disclaimer. For those that watch my videos, you know that I frequent trash piles or dumps that people have dropped off in the woods going back 30, 40, 50, or even that log cabin 120 to 140 years ago. So I've used those several times in my videos. I'm adjacent to one of those dumps. So I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna find what I need, and I'm gonna make it work. And the reason why I'm telling you this, because I know for a fact, someone's gonna say it, he didn't find those blocks in the woods. Well, you're right, I didn't find them in the woods. I found them at the trash pile that I used to build my structure in the woods. All right, I'm gonna sit next to my snow and like it. It's more like ice. Okay, I mentioned this was an inspired build. Now, I was driving along the road. I looked over and I saw people using these CMU blocks right here with a fence post running through the holes and connecting them in some makeshift ghetto fence that wouldn't keep anything out. But it looked cool, I guess. And it got me thinking back to my college days in the good old USMC. The University of the Marine Corps. As a young PFC Lance Corporal, we neglected the finer things in life like food and heat and spent our monthly paycheck on the important things like chicks and more chicks. So I thought, you know, back then we would take these blocks, lay 2x4s or 2x6s across them, or even 2x12s or 4x12s, and create a shelf, stack another one on top of that, and have a bookcase or a TV stand. So why not combine that idea with the fence I mentioned earlier and create some sort of shelter in the woods? Let's get to it. Go a little bit higher here. On this last block right here, I tied my arbor knot in between the two holes. This way I can put a ridge pole and adjust the height of my shelter. So one of the many things that's good about this Council Tool Woodcraft Pack Axe is it has a hardened pole right here. So I can drive nails, or in this case, give a few love taps and actually break off the ends of these. And that will give me a nice saddle to put my log inside. So by simply attaching these loops to the pole, I have a roll-up door. As always, all the gear in my videos can be found in two places. One, my Amazon influencer page, and two, my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. If you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, that can be found on Teespring. All three links are found inside my description box. Yeah, this will work. We got about another 1.5 feet on this end over here, and my shoulder has clearance on top, so I'm happy. We have our windscreen up with our CMU cinder blocks, so I'm thinking chow time. If you like what you see here, please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. Then take it a step further. Grab your cell phone, download the free YouTube app, and sign in. This will give you push notifications when my new videos drop. Look at that. Hobo stew, baby. This is my all-time favorite. Yes, sir. Tabasco. Look at that. Okay, here we go. The hobo skillet. Perfect. Chunk of meat right there. The melted cheese. Catch you all in a few. Another month, it'll be light till about 7:30, which means I can get some more stuff done. Speaking of that, so here's 2022, and here's the scoop on my videos. We're sticking with the 20-minute watch time. I apologize, but after almost 6 months of watching the algorithms and watching the analytics, it's still exactly the same. 5% or less of my subs watch my videos. The other is 95% of non-subscribers, and that comes from being in the feed. The only way you're going to be in the feed is to have increased watch time, and then therefore you are circulated. I have to do what I have to do. So 20-minute video gets me 8 to 12 minutes watch time, and so is a 30-minute video. So we're going to do what's easier for me as far as editing goes and stick with 20-minute video. I don't foresee that ever changing. If I were a top tuber, people would watch the whole thing and watch it all the way to the end. But they choose not to. So after 14 years, or starting my 14th year, I'm over it. It is what it is, and we're sticking with 20-minute videos. So I bring this up because I saw that 2 top tubers actually made the news last week. Maybe it was a week before that. I don't know. They both were on season 3 of Alone, and I've dealt with other individuals that were on Alone. And not to trash Alone or any contestants, I'm not impressed with the people they choose. I've had a couple run-ins with 1 or 2 individuals, and I wasn't impressed. That's just my opinion, you know, whatever. Damn. With that said, though, it's an entertaining show, so, you know, here's what it is. But apparently these 2 individuals got hit with multiple felonies and fines. One of them lives there, and another one traveled from the United States to Canada and took a firearm, and I guess they illegally got animals and made fires and cut trees down and all in a state park. Used a drone illegally. I don't know their side of the story because they're not telling their side of the story. I only know what the police report said, and why do I care? I really don't care if they get in trouble or if it blows over and it's business as usual for them. I don't care. What I care about is a lot of people who have smaller channels, and even in my channel, in my case, YouTube tends to punish the group, not the individuals. Now, they do sometimes punish individuals if you do something blatantly ridiculous and violate the rules, they're going to deal with you. But their AI does not have a way to differentiate between, hey, he's in a state park breaking the law, this guy's on private land, this guy's in his backyard, this guy over here is in a classroom. They've been doing it 20 years, he's been doing it 15, they've been doing it 10, he just started, slap him on the wrist, he doesn't know. So what tends to happen is, once YouTube finds out about this, or it's reported to YouTube that criminal acts have occurred, most likely their video or videos or channel could be deleted and they'll lose everything. And that would suck for them. At the same time, they may decide to slow down circulation for everybody else, cut everybody's views in half or more, and it might take months or even years to get that back, what you've worked for. And that sucks. It really does. Especially those that are just starting out. They're starting to get that momentum, and then they're going to get it cut. And I would like to say that YouTube doesn't do that, but they do. That's really going. Look at that. Crazy wind. Crazy. But, it just sucks that the actions of a few, the group gets punished. And that's why I ultimately care, because those individuals don't care about anybody else. They don't care how it's going to affect somebody else's channel or their way of life or, their goals or what they're trying to do. As long as they're having a good time and they're making money, that's all I care about. And it seems to be that way with everything in the world. You got to drive down the street watching out for others to keep them safe, because if not, they're going to crash into you. It's the same type of mentality. Hopefully nothing will come out of this as far as punishment to other YouTubers, but I've seen it in the past, and I'm just waiting to see what they do. I'll keep you guys advised. In the meantime, for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, check out my boy The Huntsman. Go to the YouTube search bar and type in The Huntsman and then put like survival next to it. He'll pop up. He's got a bunch of videos, probably 500 or 600, probably even more than that. Good dude. He's got a recent video talking about these YouTubers. So check him out. Check out that video. Let him know I sent you and give him that bump. This is getting out of control. So with that, catch you all in the morning. Yeah. It got cold last night. Not super cold, but probably 34, 35. Had my jacket on and the Swagman roll, and it did rain last night. There's water all over this tarp, and looking through one of these holes right here, I can see the ground's all wet. So guarantee the fire's out, so let's get up and deal with that. Coffee time. All right. And the coffee's different. Very not bad. So thank you. Okay, let's talk about this shelter. We have another makeshift post-apocalyptic shelter in the woods. We used concrete masonry blocks. And this thing is rock solid. So for what it's worth, we got 3 walls. The 4th wall rolls down, and it actually rained last night for a good hour, hour and a half, and ended up putting the fire out. But I was bone dry. So I was off the ground, and the problem was it got cold, and it's gonna get cold. But if you had a sleeping bag in here or a sleep system, in my case, fully clothed, jacket, and this Helicon Swagman roll, I was warm enough to sleep. Now the air was cold, but I survived. So, it is what it is. But another inspired build off of a ghetto fence. So I'm a true believer in you limit yourself, and you're only limited by your imagination. So, imagination. And there you go. Solo overnight building a concrete block shelter in the woods. More great things to come. Remember, you're only limited by your imagination. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. 1, my Amazon influencer page, and 2, my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. And if you're interested in Corporals Corner merchandise, that can be found on Teespring. All 3 links are found inside my description box. Now please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.